right. Oh, I have to straighten my shirt. Last sussing it out. You have beautiful hair. Welcome, I'm Kristen Arnett, and I'm here with Anna, one of the co-founders of Rahua Beauty. That is how you pronounce it, right?
You got it, that's right.
Okay, awesome. And they are putting their classic shampoo and conditioner in generous travel sizes in the new beauty collection that I'm doing in partnership with Aaliyah Beauty. So this is a great opportunity to get to know one of the most iconic founders in green beauty and in natural hair care. So welcome.
Thank you, Kristen.
Back when you started, what year was that?
2008. We're
So
celebrating 10 years this year.
And that's had to have been a journey, because 10 years ago, I know all the popular websites like Refinery 29 and publications like Vogue were not paying attention to green beauty at all.
That's right. It wasn't the cool thing just yet.
No.
So Fabian, he's a hairstylist and a colorist, and he knows hair. His parents were both hairdressers. And then, we met in the hair salon.
So your love story started in a hair salon while he was doing your hair?
Yes, actually. That's right.
I feel like we're missing a lot of the story between I met him from him touching my hair to, and now we have a global company.
Yes, it was a big adventure, and it's been a long journey, but it's been a lot of fun. Wild and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And he was actually at that point in his career looking to do something bigger, really to give back. And he started traveling back to the Amazon rainforest and doing work with his ancestry, the people there. And then this is how things evolved. And then he came in touch with a group of women there who had amazing, long, gorgeous hair, and they have a lot of tribal traditions that they do. And one of them is making Rahua oil. And on one of his environmental trips, they showed him this oil for the first time, and he brought it back to his salon in New York at the time, and kind of hid it away, didn't think much about it. And later, someone was asking for a treatment, and he remembered that he had brought this oil back from the forest, and he used the oil on this client's hair who had over-processed, color-treated hair, really damaged. And he used the oil, applied it, left it for a long time, and the elasticity in the hair came back stronger. And he was amazed because the ladies in the forest had told him a lot of properties and stories about how this could benefit the hair, but he didn't really know until he saw it firsthand, and it was transformative. And then he knew that this was powerful ingredient.
Because I think a lot of people, really want to believe that things from the forest work. When you take it out of that environment and you put it into a New York City salon where women are really intense about their hair, they're getting it colored and processed, and they want it to look perfect, and the result has to be there. So what in the world were you doing prior to starting this company with your husband?
Yeah, well, I was working in New York City in fashion design and trend forecasting, and so I was designing and creating and, exploring. It was kind of new to New York at the time, and New York, there's so many opportunities, so that's the world that I was in. And then one day, I went to the hair salon and met Fabian.
Oh!
I realized we had something special from the very beginning, because after my first trip to the Amazon and after all the stories working with Fabian, I just knew how special the people, the communities, the knowledge, and how I wanted to be part of taking care of this. So I think I have always had this belief that what we're doing is super special because of this. But I think when I knew that it was bigger is that when I see our bottles sitting in the most amazing stores in the world, is so inspiring. That these stores are inspiring, Le Bon Marché and Barney's, and just beautiful stores. But then also when we hear the feedback from the customers, my hair feels so amazing. My scalp, it's balanced now. I mean, it's a transformative experience, and that's the best part when you hear this from the customers. And yeah.
I heard that only the women of the tribal area are allowed to produce the oil from the nut or the seed?
Yeah. So everyone helps collect the seeds because they have to travel long distances and they climb trees. So there's a lot of labor involved. It's intensive. But the women do the tradition of processing and making the oil. And it's a ceremonial tradition. There's a lot of rituals and things that they observe. It's during the moon cycle, so there's a full moon during the process. The humidity level has to be a certain level from a certain distance from the river. They do tribal makeup during this process. They don't eat salt before. Like there's all these very special, and this is what we see and consider as knowledge, because these little details are actually what bring potency to these amazing secrets that they have in the forest. And this cultural tradition was actually disappearing when we first started, because only the elders in the communities were making Rahua oil. And since, because we've been building these relationships, and Fabienne's been building these relationships over years, now we have the new generations participating and getting involved, and Fabienne even orchestrates workshops. And this is not an easy feat, because we're talking about flying little planes in the forest to bring groups to learn and be trained by the Rahua experts to make. So all of this has been created from scratch, and now we've helped to revive this tradition that transformed the hair and is now sustaining communities, and it's sustaining the forest because the people are there living in their traditional ways.
That is so cool. So that's the thing. That's why you are here as an icon. Because it's not just about like make another product, I get that there's room for other products, but now we're in a consciousness for companies like you who really are there to make a difference and create an impact, and not take from the earth, but actually put back to the earth in the community and be fair about the way that the organization's being run. I just love. And the fact that these women are doing ceremonial things and it involves the moon and all these. I love it. It's wonderful.
You actually asked how we started, and I didn't mention that, Fabienne and I are both drawn together because we're environmentalists. We wanted to take care. I grew up in the country, so like I have this appreciation of nature, and he, growing up in Ecuador and then the rainforest, like we both have this love of nature, and we actually had started a nonprofit to take care of the rainforest and create awareness about the forest before we started the beauty company. So this was actually our first goal. We found out we weren't the best fundraisers, so then we found beauty to be actually our tool to create awareness, and also to bring amazing products to the world. So this was the journey.
What do you think has made you so successful in this business?
Yeah, I think our story, our authentic story, and I think being driven by purpose, like a strong purpose, and then pretty much just go. Just no is I would say no is a potential yes. Like you just have to keep going, because there's a lot of doors get closed, but you just keep going. A really strong purpose, big picture is really what gets me up every day and keeps me very excited about our work. Yeah.
What keeps you up at night?
Well, I sleep pretty well, but I would say I always think like how can we do better? How can I do more? How can we be more efficient? How can we deliver more products, up the standards in the industry? How do we do better?
Love it. Okay, so here's your surprise questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
What are 3 words you would use to describe your personal superpowers?
3 words to describe my personal superpowers. Good one. Driven. Peaceful. And strong.
Great. Thank you. Okay, the next ones are easier. Ready?
Okay.
Are you a dog or a cat person, or do you go both ways?
Okay. Well, I don't have pets, now, but I always usually like dogs. I love any puzzle.
Or is there another animal you would prefer?
No, dogs, or maybe like a sheep.
You could massage the hair products into the sheep, see what happens. What is something you like or that you like to do as a hobby, an interest, or about you that would surprise people? Do you have any hidden little...
I have one.
Okay, tell me.
Well, I've started learning to play the banjo.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, so I've always loved the sound. And so I had one for a little bit, and I finally was like, okay, I'm going to learn to play this. And so now I'm learning, and it's fun. I like it.
Are you taking lessons?
Yeah, I'm taking some lessons. Yeah.
Okay.
It really, playing music, you work another part of the brain, and it's really, it's good for you. I like it.
Absolutely. Do you have your banjo there with you?
No, I don't.
Darn it.
Luckily for everyone.
No, that's interview number 2. I want to see you with a sheep playing a banjo, because you said you grew up in the country, and I didn't ask where, but now it's coming together, Anna.
Yeah, no, well, maybe next time. I'm still early in my learning, so I'll get there.
Where did you grow up in the country?
I grew up in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, small town. Yeah.
Nice. All right, next time, sheep, banjo. That's what I want. Do you feel like you've said everything you want to say about the product and the company? Is there anything left that you're like, ooh, I want people to know this?
Let's see. What I want people to know is that by using our products, they're part of helping the forest, and helping the communities and helping preserve trees. So I want them to know they're part of it, and we're just going to keep doing what we do, and keep protecting the forest, and keep raising awareness and making beautiful hair.
Yes, it's a win-win-win. Triple bottom line right there. Maybe even more.
And thank you for being part of this adventure.
Now, thank you. We'll just spend the next 5 minutes thanking each other, mutual honoring. You are amazing. Next time you see Fabian, give him a major hug.
Yes, I will. Thank you all for your support. And yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, take good care, and we look forward to more updates from the rainforest too.
Yeah, soon to come. All right.